Shalom, my brothers and sisters. Good evening, guten Abend. Buonasera, buenas noches, dobre večer, konnichiwa, xin chao, ni hao. And here we go. It is the finals of tonight's Competo Cup, and we have Jimpo playing against Elfi. And it is a best of five. And we have Elfi spawning as the. Just let me adjust this. We have Elfi spawning as the red Protoss in the. Red Alfie, Red Protoss at the 6 o'clock position, close positions by air. Next to him is Jimpo at the 9 o'clock position. And he is spawning as the blue Terran there. So, RVT, RVB, I'm sorry, Red versus Blue, TVP, Terran versus Protoss. And, Jimpo was able to win 2-1 against Deister in the semifinals. And Elfi won 2-1 versus Hyper from Team Liquid in the semifinals. I just casted the last game. He was able to take this game. Elfi was able to take this game with a nice early expansion on Scrap Station, and then he had just some nice force hits against the pure Hydra army, which was just not good enough for Hyper, and with some more nice placed force fields, it was enough for him. So he was able to take the second game. And I'm really curious where this is going. If Elfi is staying on one base, is he going for an expand lately? Or will he just and what type of tech does he choose? I mean, going for the 3-gate, 2-gate robo is the most safest way to go for, of course. On the other hand, Blink Stalker play because of the short distances with an observer, for example, is a possibility. Some DT play to buy himself some time, protecting expansion is a good thing to go for as well, because for example DTs are a good unit to have. When you want to maintain map control. For example, with Mutalist you can maintain map control because the Terran player really relies on scans all the time, and if he does not have a Raven, for example, if he went for a barracks first, lots of barracks in the first place, he does not have the tech to get the Raven out. So it is, for example, if a Protoss player spots a couple of barracks without any factories or starports anytime soon, you just can safely go for an expansion when you have DTs, for example. And what is Elfi doing? Elfi going for the Protoss run. So after this first gate with the second cyber core and the robo facility. So gate robo, of course, the most safest way to go for. You have the observer out, not only to spot cloaked banshees, but also to just hover over their spot if there's any mass marine maraud and stuff going on, whatever in this direction. And Jimpo went for the reacted barracks into expansion, so now he went for the second barracks, and there we see the mule dropping. I could have this mule at this location here, at this mineral field, just went out, and this is always important. You have to send your mules always to the mineral pitches, which is slightly more near your orbital command. For example, this one, this one, this one, this one, or this one. Don't send them to the mineral pitches far away. Because actually it costs you about 30 or 40 minerals. You could have mined more. Stalker is moving out, try to do some scouting. Jimpo's Marines, of course, no problem. Having this one repelled. Probe is here at the high ground, maybe going for a forward pylon, but no, not yet. There we see the first observer by Elfi. Now he spotted everything, he's aware of the command center, he's aware that Jimpo got no tech at the moment, the observer providing vision here to the high ground, and Elfi doing a nice job picking up a single marine here. Of course he can make use of the movement speed of the Stalker with a movement speed here of 2.95, which is much faster than the movement speed of an instant marine with 2.25. So looks like he decides to once again go in with the Stalker as soon as the shields are regenerated. Meanwhile, Jimpo tries to move in with the SCV. The probe spotted it. It's got the first hit, but unfortunately for Elfi, this probe was already hurt, and that's why it had to move back. And he really needs to watch out where he's going with the probe. So now Elfi spotted the Marines here by Jimpo, who are moving out. Just set the observer to follow those units. Let's take a look at what Elfi's got to protect himself from Jimpo. Of course, he needs to cancel this nexus he was building, and he's got how many sentries? 3 sentries and 1 zealot. So he's got enough for infinite force fields. Of course, he needs to watch out that. And observer might get spotted. No, Jimpo's just moving back. He's got no stim, no combat shield yet. Both upgrades are researched right now in those tech labs, but that's it. And looks like he's moving out once again, and the decision by Elfi to go for the Colossi as fast as possible, of course, can pay off against this Mars Marine Marauder army, which at the moment mainly consists still of Marine. But because of that, he didn't have many gauge units, so he was not able to defend this. And now Jimpo is moving out. First Colossus for Elfi just arrived. There we see the forward pylon being built, at least the forward natural pylon. And now he's moving out. Of course, he needs to micro the shit out of his units, and wonderful force fields here by Elfi, even though Jimpo decided to stim with all of his remaining units and go in there. But with this nice force field and this okay Colossus micro, he just ripped apart the army of Jimpo. Is Jimpo building any bunkers right now? Yes, there we see 2 bunkers, but those 2 bunkers might be a little bit too far at the front. I would have expected those in this area, and those bunkers might not be able not be finished in time. There we see the observer is coming back by Elfi. Just has only 1 observer, I assume. Yes, only 1 observer. So with this only 1 observer, he won't be able to scout that much. And there he sees the bunker, and now he should have thought, I shouldn't have waited, I should have gone for the attack right away. Jimpo doing a good job, having some SCVs here at the front already to start some repairing action. And thermal lance just started for Elfi, so Elfi won't be able to go for the attack right now, so he can abuse the range of the extended thermal lance of the Colossi. So instead he just needs to get his economy up and running, because he was once already forced to cancel this nexus at the natural, which is now finished, but he is behind. We take a look at the harvest account for the moment. There we see what's going on. 46 SCVs. Observer still scouting on what's going on. 46 SCVs against 37 probes. Of course, Elfi has the possibility to chrono boost lots of probes, but the better choice is to chrono boost the robotics bay and the robo facility. So there we see him building a 4th gate, so he will be on 4-gauge robo right now. And Jimpo is going for another expansion. I mean, he knows in terms of tech he is light years behind. Is he even building a factory yet? Just his factory just finished. There he's building a starport. Is he building a second starport right away? But because I think he should have enough economy to finance a second starport, and yes, he's doing this, building it directly next to this barracks. This is what I really like. So he will have enough production capabilities for more medivacs and more Vikings as well. And Jimpo is now moving out. I just wanted to clear the Zellnager watchtower. And when we take a look at the supply count right now, we see both guys are pretty even. And the harvest account is telling us that Jimpo is there in a huge lead, 15 RCVs. Does he have more than Elfi's got probes? So because of the same supply count, the army is much bigger for Elfi, and especially much more gas intensive, and more gas intensive armies, like we can see here in the army tab right now. This shows us that the army composition is on a much higher tech level. It's much more advanced. He needs to watch out unnecessarily losing a sentry there. Now the bunker is getting attacked, it's getting repaired as well. And just only use your freaking Colossi. Watch out for your gate units, kill some of these SCV, and 1 Viking is out. And nice job by Jimpo on repairing of the bunkers. And because of the double reacted starport are now finished, he can produce Vikings like crazy. He's now producing 4 Vikings at a time, and I think it would be a wise choice for Elfi to move back get some High Templars, maybe a third expansion, a second expansion, a third base, because he just does not have enough anti-air. Only 7 Stalkers, and 7 Stalkers is just not enough. And the Floating Factory here by Jimpo will get taken out very soon. And there we see Elfi already going for the Twilight Council, and Twilight Council of course allows the High Templar attack. He's got enough Colossi, he shouldn't produce any more Colossi. And there we see the factory is now under attack. Factory will most likely go down. And I don't think we are already 40 minutes, 30 seconds in the game. I don't think it is a wise choice by Jimpo to send this factory as a scouting or a distraction over there, because now he is not able to produce any more starports, and if he might be needing any more in the future, but I don't think that's the case for the moment. So, and everything like I suspected came true. Before he built the Nexus, I said, yeah, well, he should go for a Nexus. Before he built the Twilight Council and the Templar Archives, yeah, well, you should go for some Psionic Storms, and this is exactly what he's doing, because that is the only thing Elfi can do against this Mars Marine Marauder Viking army. Now Jimpo should got enough Vikings. He's got 12 Vikings at the moment, going for the +2 right now, and interestingly enough, I just wanted to, just thought about it as I want to check the upgrades. Jimpo is for the 1 attack. He's got a 50 seconds done already on the armor upgrade, but he can't upgrade anymore. And to upgrade anymore, he needs an armory. And to build an armory, you need a factory, and that's why he now rebuilt his factory here. So because of the factory, he is able to build an armory right now. And good choice by Jimpo. He is going for the even more barracks, by the way. He's now on 8 barracks and 9 barracks even. 10, 11 barracks, and there we see triple Ghost Academy, so some nuke play coming up, and even another command center. Let's take a look at the supply once again. So 180 supply for Jimpo, 170 supply for Elfi right now. What about the upgrades of Elfi? No upgrades done. It's just started with the +1, getting the Calirian Amulet right now, and he's still got not enough Stalkers. All those Colossi will die, so he's only on the ground right now active, because I mean, he's got 7 Stalkers against the 16, 17 Vikings, and those Vikings just have to fly in. They can one-shot a lot of units. High storms were casted there, and a lot of people slowing down the game currently. And those thousands and thousands of charge zealots moving in. Should watch out what he's doing with his High Templars, but the storms were really, really nice. But unfortunately for Elfi, now nearly all of his zealots are dead. Jimpo is even landing his Vikings as he killed all the Colossi, and there we see what is going on, the power of the Marauder. And I don't think that the Psionic Storms by Elfi were that well placed, because he got about 50 million zealots, and all those zealots died in about 5 to 10 seconds. So this is not what you want to have. And some charge zealots are here on the front. He needs to watch out for the High Templars. There he's casting more storms, and those storms really did some nice damage here. Not many Marauders survived, but now the drop is commencing in the base of Jimpo. He's got 8 Marines by Jimpo. He's got 8 Marauders in the base of Elfi. What buildings is he taking down? He's taking down a Stargate, 2 gateways right now. Meanwhile, still more zealots are here in the main base of Jimpo. But what is he doing? There we see some High Templars. High Templars doing more damage, and now all the zealots are on the ground, and of course there's nothing much the Marauders can do, and all those Marauders in the red. Just imagine a small feedback here on this medivac, boom, it will go down. Nearly the same goes for the second medivac, and Elfi is continuing to pressure here in the top left expansion, but we already got some nukes here in those silos. So let's take a look at the unit counting station. 1 nuke is finished, but no ghosts are out on the field currently for Jimpo. Now just